Hello, my name is Gerben, and I like to make a few good films. So my latest project is called Dino Problem, and I think, as the title suggests, it does sort of show you what kind of problems can occur when you have a dinosaur. So I thought I go beyond the normal route of a director. I don't make my actors do all of the work. Hey Barry, you have to do this and that. I like to live out the characters in my movies myself. So I thought maybe for some research for Dino Problem, for one day I will be a dinosaur. So I was a velociraptor for a day, and I wanted to, from the moment I woke up, I had to be the velociraptor. So, where from the waking moment, the hands go up like this, and it's like, hey. And then I have this velociraptor vision happening, this weird phenomenon when I am waking up. So it's like, it's like a Dracula rising from the coffin, but it's more like this. So I'm going to show you what it sort of looks like when I wake up. Just like that. So that's quite scary, but not as scary as what took place later that day. So basically what happened was I was hungry, so I was supposed to, maybe book a restaurant for some tasty food, but I'm a bloody velociraptor, aren't I? So I'm not going to, beat around the bush. So I went straight for the telephone, and it's on my desk, so I jump up on the desk, and then I go, I'm a velociraptor, and I knock the phone about some bit, try to press the keys, but my velociraptor hands are not very good for pressing the keys, so I'm like, fumbling around like this, fumbling around like a drunk German with a Tonka truck, just, and the phone is just broken by this stage, so I'm just like, I'm hungry, I'm a velociraptor, I don't have time for this shit. What kind of velociraptor just sit there and, hey, hello, I'd like to book a table. Fuck the booking of the table, I'm just going to go and get the meal. So I just go towards the door of my apartment, just give it a few velociraptor kicks, start smashing the door like the SWAT team on crack, and just, and then the door eventually swings open, and then it's much to the surprise of the people who live on the same floor on my apartment, they're already sort of, what the fuck is the commotion, Doris? Doris, what the fuck is the commotion? And they're already waiting outside the room going, what the fuck is going on? And then they see me charging. They can actually see my leg, so I'll show you what it looks like from frame here. My leg coming through, through from the door like this. And then the hands follow, and it's like that, and it's just, they're like, what the fuck is going on? It's me coming in like this. And then they like, oh, what's going on? And I just like, I'm just a velociraptor going about my own business. What the fuck do you want, I'm just hungry, and I'm a velociraptor, so I give them the velociraptor eye, and I'm like, because I'm quite intimidating, so this is what it looks like from their perspective, I come in with the leg, see them, and then I'm like, and that scares the shit out of them. They don't know what the fuck is going on, and they sort of start to retreat to their own rooms, and, I'm like a crazy bastard on crack, so they just like, I'm going to go back to my room. So I see this elevator, and I'm like, I feel like smashing shit, so, I just look at this, and I go, start kicking it, and smashing it, and velociraptoring it, whatever that is. What is velociraptoring? Well, that's what I did that day. That just velociraptor the shit out of the elevator, and then eventually I get this bing sound. I'm like, what the fuck is the bing? I'm a velociraptor, I'm not familiar with these urban sounds, I just kill shit, eat shit, velociraptor shit. So bing, and then the door swing up, and I'm like, oh shit, this is a new room to velociraptorize. So I just go in there, and I'm like, oh, this looks good. So I just start smashing shit in the room, and it's kind of sore for smashing shit, because I'm a velociraptor. And even though I'm very tough, the steel in the elevator is quite tough as well. After smashing a lot of shit, the door's closed, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm stuck in this
bloody iron room. What's going on? Start going completely fucking AWOL, crazy ass. Like a military man on shell shock and shit, you know. And it is fucked up. But then when the doors swing open, bing! There's a gentleman waiting in the waiting room of the apartment, you know, just waiting to be served by receptionists, and he's sitting there with his newspaper, and he sees me coming out of the elevator, so just bing! And he's just like, what the fuck? Throws his newspaper down, and he's, what the fuck is going on? And the receptionist's like, what the fuck? It called security, you know. But I don't care what the fuck security is. I'm just charging towards the doors, you know, the doors to the outside of the apartment complex. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to smash this. So I start to get a run up like a Mini Cooper having to go up a really steep driveway. So I'm just like, and just get the momentum going, the velociraptorness. I've got the velociraptor vision. I can see the side ready to charge. And then just bing! They just slide straight open. I'm like, whoa, I got really good power there. So I started to continue doing this velociraptoring down the street. And I smelled the food. I'm like, where's the food smell coming from? And it's charging through people with the velociraptor vision. And the people are just already, like, it's like I'm parting water, like Lord Jesus Christ, you know. And everyone's just moving out of the way, like, hey, I'm Lord Velociraptor, velocirapting the shit out of the community and shit. And everyone's like, what the fuck, and moving to the sides. And I see a table, and some people are eating some steak at the restaurant, and I'm like, no, this looks really good. Some people are sitting there with knife and fork eating a steak, you know, they're just like, just gonna have a nice little steak here. And then I see them, I'm like fucking, I'm like Alien vs. Predator, I'm like the Predator, locked target, you know, steak and shit. And they start charging towards, I give them the Velociraptor eye, and then they're like sitting there with their cutlery, they look up at me, and they know what's going down, drop their cutlery, I'm just charging towards them, again building up the momentum like the Mini Cooper going up the driveway. And then they're like, oh shit, I just start to just go away from the table a little bit, and then I'm like a bloody Olympic, you know, jumping the hurdles, you know, I jump onto the table, it's and then the fucking next thing you know, I'm on the table going, I'm a Velociraptor, pick up the steak, jam it in my mouth like a bear eating a fish. It's half hanging out, I don't care. I swing it around left and right, like I'm inside a washing machine, like a badger in a washing machine, just next thing I know, there's this bloody blue car coming towards, and people getting out of it, they're running towards me. What the fuck is going on? I'm just like the bear, just peaceful, trying to kill the meat. And then they're charging toward me. I give them the Velociraptor eye, but they still keep charging toward me. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? I start attacking them, trying to bite them. But then the next thing I know, I'm on the ground. And like, Velociraptor, what's going on? You know, I'm on the ground. Oh my god. And then next thing I know, I'm inside the vehicle, and I'm like, oh shit, you know. Maybe tomorrow I won't be the Velociraptor. It's a one day sort of thing. So, you know, the next day I apologized to the restaurant, you know. I thought, you know, I'm like the Milky Bar kid. The Milky Bars are on me, you know. The lunch today is on me. Yes, it was me, the Velociraptor. I'm more civilized today, as you can see. So that's sort of what happened that day, but that just goes to show you how far Gerben goes for films. So, you know, this is Gerben signing out.